I'm Dean Nixon, co-creator and co-founder of Turning Leaf Wellness Center and Value-Based Parenting. I want to take a minute and talk about parenting today. Recently on one of my posts on my blog, I commented about how in parenting a lot of times we have to allow our children to struggle and suffer from the consequences of what they're making. The tighter that we hang on, the less control that we often have. We have to remember that these young men and women are at a point in their lives where there's a lot of freedoms around them. And the more that we try to control them or restrict those freedoms from them, the harder time they are going to have in accepting us and accepting what we're trying to teach them. When we can influence our children and teach them through the ability to understand what is important, through our example or through expressing feelings about importance of love, respect, consideration for others, value of other people's time, places, property, etc. When we can come from those places where we're teaching, that's a powerful thing. A lot of times we as parents are always dealing in crisis mode. We're always dealing with the crisis, and we're always trying to figure out how to counter the crisis instead of how to build the rapport. It's more important for us to be able to learn how to build a rapport, to give the children the ability to govern themselves, to be able to make those decisions for themselves, and then teach from the decisions that they've made. If they've worked out, great. If they haven't worked out, we have something to work with. When we come from that angle, when we're developing rapport and investing time in our children, they are a lot more apt to listen to what we have to say, and they are a lot more comfortable with the choices that are going on around them. Every day they're faced with society's choices. Every day they're faced with trials and struggles and things that they have to overcome. Our media is bombarding them with all sorts of self-defiling behaviors or things that change the way they see themselves to becoming more of a product or an object, or needing to be of value through doing rather than just enjoying life and experiencing it to its fullest. And so because of it, we have to, as parents, learn how to counter that and develop a relationship with them. When we try to control what they're doing, when we try to clamp down on them, especially during a rebellious time when they're struggling for freedom, that's when they're going to resist us the most. But when we're teaching and giving them the ability to govern themselves, that's a powerful concept. The way that we do that is we start doing it with small increments. The small things that we can give them to govern. The way they clean their rooms, the clothing that they wear, as long as it's within the core values of your home. Simple things that you can give them initially when they're younger to start building that ability. If it's already in their teens and they're already rebelling, then find other ways to give them the ability to govern something in their lives, to give them control. A rebellious child or a tantruming child, the only thing they're trying to do is fight for a sense of control. The more control we give them, the less they resist what we have to teach them. For more information on this concept, you can find us at turningleafwellnesscenter.com.